In a coordination compound or a coordination complex, also called as a complex salt, we have coordination entity and we also have an ionization sphere. Coordination entity is also called as coordination sphere. Coordination sphere can easily be recognized because it would be written in a square bracket. So say for example, if I am taking this compound K4 FeCN6, potassium ferrocyanide, this is its common name. We can clearly observe that there is a square bracket present here, and the part which is present in the square bracket, that whole thing is called as coordination sphere. The part which is present outside the coordination sphere, this part, is called as ionization sphere. The coordination sphere remains intact. When you are taking an aqueous solution, then potassium ions here ionize, but you don't find ferrous ion or cyanide ion. These are intact or they retain their identity in solution. If we observe the coordination sphere, then you have two parts. The first thing which comes is the central metal atom or ion. It acts as an electron pair acceptor. The next, it is central metal atom or ion, is followed by what is called as ligands. Ligands act as electron pair donors. Once again, central metal atom or ion acts as electron pair acceptor. Ligands act as electron pair donor. A coordinate bond is formed between ligand and central metal. As we have 6 cyanide ligands here, each forming one coordinate bond, therefore Fe is forming here 6 coordinate bonds. In this example given here, there is only a coordination sphere. There is no ionization sphere. It is okay not to have an ionization sphere in a coordination compound, but what is required is the coordination sphere. It should be present. Ionization sphere may or may not be present. In this compound, cobalt is the central metal atom or ion, and all the other atoms, ions or molecules which are following it are called as the ligands. Here we have two types of ligands, ammonia as well as chloride.